I wanted to offer a little season wrap-up on all the tractor business I've been playing with this last week or two. This is Farmall M51260. It's an early one, 1942. It's got it with a mounted corn picker. Found it on Marketplace. I'm glad we found a home for it. The owner had worked into 13 years ago, had some problems, couldn't get it finished when it needed a new clutch. Clutch got put in, belly pump never got put in, just got parked and sat for quite a while. And so that's the story on that. You see the rest of the shows on this. You'll see that starts, runs, and drives. The belly pump still remains to be put in. And we'll find three young, strong guys to help us put that belly pump in. Counter shaft seals got replaced, and they're not leaking, so I'm all happy about that. This tire does have a little bit of a leak. Both tires are loaded. This one needs a new rim and tire, but we'll deal with that later. We just want to see that the corn picker works. I can't find a model number on it. I don't know where to look. I've looked everywhere. So I'm really not sure. So I think it's a 305 gathering unit and a 307 husking bed. It's got 6 rolls on each side. So anyway, it doesn't have any personal attachment to me, but I've always wanted to grow some crops, and was like, what are we gonna do with them? So we got a corn picker to make some corn and put it in a tiny little corn crib. Well, anyway, that's the story on this guy. We'll put him to bed, and this winter we'll do some more work on it, belly pump, and maybe see if we can pick corn with it. This guy is Farmall H number 60583, so it makes about 1940. She works and does most of the start. It does the best starting tractor we have around here, but right now I gotta go pull the plugs, clean them, re-gap them. He worked hard this year putting in crops, and my tractor broker said, my friend tractor broker Ed says, you're going to buy a tractor from me. You don't know it yet, but this is it. You're going to buy this one right here. So, well, he was right. So I got a spot to get it inside. Just did a little cleanup, little doodads that kind of make it good for me to have a shut off. And I just got to keep it out of the rain. It's got one of these horizontal distributors so that when it does rain and it's outside, this tends to get wet. So we're going to do a little cleanup and touch up the points, pull the plugs today so we can see if that'll rake hay today. But that's the story on this guy here. We had a Farmall H on our farm, for a number of years. I remember my dad was out plowing, and I'm out working the field. I can't remember who was doing what, but I remember I was on our Farmall H, and and I couldn't control the speed on the throttle. It just kept going really super high or really low, and I couldn't control it. And I remember Dad says, well, just park it on over there. And I remember I was about 12, 14 years old, and got parked, and I never saw it again. I've never had that. But got an extension on the hydraulic line there, because that's the auxiliary pump for the corn picker for right now until we get that belly pump put back on. So that's the story on this Farmall H. This Farmall is a Super M. It's number 41446. Makes it like 1953. We had this, I want to believe that we had this one on our farm for a number of years. I was a teenager growing up, and that was, we had a wide front on ours. And when we had our farm auction, one of my dad's best friends bought it at the farm auction. The only thing that brought any money. We didn't have much of a farm back then. It was 30 cows at the most, I think we were milking. And he bought that, and he made that into his snowplow tractor. He was a plumber and a well driller, and he was active in the neighborhood community, so he plowed snow, and he had a snow push bucket on it. He put an 806 ice cream box cab on it, and I still have it. He had done a number of other modifications. He put those wider tires on there, triple stack of weights on there. tires are not loaded. It's got a lot of wear on it. The hour meter says 6,500 hours or so. Well, anyway, when he passed away, we always admired it. He had signs on the covering the engine compartment there to keep the cab warm, and that was the old red mare, and so we keep that going there. I've got some safety straps on here, so one-way hydraulic, or it's one-way hydraulic with a pump on it, so it's live. But if I want to use anything on the back end, I got to make up some sort of safety mechanism if I've got the loader on. But I remember running that for a long time. I remember my dad's friend had convinced him that we could pull 4 bottoms with that, and it did. We had a 4-bottom John Deere. I don't know what model it was, but the tires were balled on it. They were loaded, and it would plow corn stalks, not too deep, but I remember cutting in the corn stalks there, and you'd hit a manure patch from spread manure, and one tire would spin. You hit the brake on that side, and the other tire would spin, and that would spin with the brake, and then the other side would spin, and then pretty soon you're just lifting up the hydraulics, turning around, and starting over. It was quite a handful for a kid who was, 15, 16 years old. But we ran that up until 1986, and then it went on the auction. And then when my dad's friend passed away, it ended up with the funeral director. And when my dad passed away, I started asking about it, and it's like, whatever happened to that? And he apparently it was out in the weeds, sitting there for about 6 years, and we did a cleanup on it, got it started running, and gave it a farmer paint job, and made it look pretty again. And it's a good starting running tractor, but I've got a governor issue on it. The place where the governor spring attaches is really worn, so she idles really fast right now, more than I care to. So I'm looking into some repair jobs on that. So that's the story on the Farmall Super M, and we'll see if it'll bale hay today. Maybe we'll hook that up to the baler. Runs a little bit too fast for the baler, but it'll get the job done. This little cutie is Allis-Chalmers B 712913. I think that makes it a 1946. I hope I got that serial number right. Years ago when my dad was still around, a good family friend of ours, Eddie, drops off this tractor one day and says, "Here, if you can get it running, you can have it." Didn't run at the time. He said that had a leak in the head gasket. He thought it was blowing white smoke out the stack. So, well, I've heard of doing that. My dad used to do stuff like that. I can figure it out. Sure enough, I got it to start and run, and it held its water and it held its oil. So we've had it ever since here. Oh God, it's been 10 years. My dad got a kick out of it that we had an orange tractor in the front yard. We had an Allis-Chalmers C for many years. It was the first tractor on the farm that we had in 1946. Actually, I think this one's a 47. Ours C was a 46. Anyway, I converted it 12 volt so it would start a little bit quicker and faster and easier. As a matter of fact, it's probably the best starting tractor we got around here. But if I just hit that on there and just hit the she fires right up every time, so go figure. I got some carburetor problems on it. I think I just got dirty gas. I take the carburetor out and do a re-clean on it, or I bumped or bent the float on it or something like that. I'm not quite sure. But I remember riding on the Allis-Chalmers C a lot of times when I was a kid, riding with my grandpa. He'd have an umbrella on it. We'd have the cultivator set on it. The tires would be reversed, so they would be backwards, and he'd just ride the cultivator up and down the field 2 rows at a time, and he would do that all spring and summer until the corn was tall enough to shade out the weeds. And got a lot of memories working in this old barn here. We kept probably milk. I don't think the best and the most we ever had was 30 stanchions, and I remember feeding cows here a lot. So it brings a lot of memories being able to work in this little tiny space. The previous owner kind of divided this up into a little shop here to refinish furniture for his little business. So, but yeah, there's enough of it left that I still enjoy it. So I keep running across little treasures, you know, things like one of the actual horseshoes from one of the horses where there used to be horses out here. So, but anyway, that's our L. Chalmers B, and yeah, that's number 4 that starts and runs and drives. This here is a Case SC. I'm sure anybody who sees that front end would recognize that. It's pretty complete. It's non-running condition now. 2 years ago we had it driving around, a little picnic we had. We used to have a Case SC, a 52, and it had the loaded tires and a loader on it. I never liked driving it. It was so hard for a young kid to drive a tractor like that. It steered hard, went slow. You know, it had the hand clutch. But a lot of things that were good about it was that it was nice and slow for our hay baler to load up. Had a live PTO and live hydraulics on it, which were always good. But this is an earlier one. This one my dad had picked up at an auction from one of the neighbors. Bill Dineen, who had passed away, had his auction and paid hardly nothing for it. But I ended up at our place, and my dad did nothing with it. It just sat in the backyard, and I'm pretty sure the motor had locked up. By the time it ended up with one of the family friends, he had tried to get it loose and didn't work out. So he found another engine block and replaced it and got it starting and running. Generator is not working. The starter is not working, far as I know. But he's dropped off some more parts here, I notice, and this one was next in line to go into the shop to get starting and running again, but it unfortunately is stuck here, and it the corn picker project jumped in front of this one. So this old girl's going to have to wait a little bit longer. I'm going to try and work my way out of this old machine shed. But this is Case SC. I believe it's a combination of a 46 and a 48 model years. So no live hydraulic, no live PTO. So, but it's still, you know, needs a lot of love. So that one's next on tap to get into the shop. No barn is complete without a couple of tomcats. What you doing, little kitty? Here, you got your motor running? How about you? Huh? What's going on, Tommy? What are we going to call you after you get neutered? Huh? 2 brothers hanging out at the barn.